Greetings, beloved, and welcome back to another episode of the Crochet in Agreement podcast. Today is Wednesday, February 22nd, and this is episode number 31. Hello, my name is Melissa, and I am coming to you from the northern Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. I crochet and knit prayer blankets, prayer shawls, and chemo caps for the sick, and I stand in agreement for their complete healing through Jesus Christ. This channel is by Him, for Him, and because of Him. I also hand dye yarn. You can check out my link for my Etsy shop in the description box below, and all of the other social links. So today, I am just simply gonna show you guys the progress I've made on things, trying to keep consistency, to basically hold myself accountable to make sure I do make progress. Some things I made a lot of progress, and upon pulling out the projects to show, I have 2 projects that I have no progress made. So this won't take long, and I thank you for coming in and watching. And if you're brand new to this channel, please consider subscribing, because not only do I dye yarn, but I dye it live every Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come in and watch me dye live, and we have a live chat. We hang out together, and I can answer any questions you might have. So without further ado, let me get right into what I've been doing. I'm just going to show you what I haven't even done. I thought I had done something, but my knit blanket, it's still the same place where I left off. So that tells me that that needs some attention. But let me show you the purl side. I love it. It's so pretty, and I can't wait to, I've never had a knit blanket, so I'm very excited for this. And this will be mine. This is not a prayer blanket. This is just one that I'm going to keep. I hardly ever make myself any blankets, and I just decided recently to I have one blanket that is a UFO that it might pop up in one of my videos, because it's been a little elephant in the room, but it's been there nonetheless. And I really want to finish it because it's so pretty, and it's going to be very nice and big and heavy and gorgeous. But it's the Flora Afghan by Mikey at the Crochet Crowd Yarn Inspirations. Started on it eons ago, and am so close to joining the squares that, you know, it's so close to being done. But yes, I'm having a couple blankets that is going to be here, because other than the baby, we have no blankets. I mean, I do have one blanket I made a long time ago that's all wonky, like your very first blanket kind of thing. It gets longer. You can't fold it. It's just the corners don't match it, because you know those blankets. I have that in the, I think in a closet, in a tub underneath of a lot of stuff. But I have that one that I'm knitting, and then I have this one that I'm crocheting for my husband. Now this one, why is it every time I go to make a video, I never can remember the name of the stitch? I need to like start reminding myself before I do it. It's not coming to me again. But this stitch, which is on the screen, when I first started doing this blanket, and let me find, okay, first of all, I'm going to show you where I've done a lot of progress on it. But most of it is on the other end. So this is what I did. I've done like a row, because this is where I was. So I basically finished the row out, and then I actually finished the entire cake out. This cake right here, completely used. This is the second Karen big cake. And what I did when I started this blanket, you'll see this row kind of roughly down here. This stitch is very peculiar. If I were to do it again, I would have put the stitches in every other chain, because it horseshoes like this. The stitches are, it doesn't matter. I don't think it would matter even how loosely you chained, you're still going to get that buckling effect. So I probably would have done, I haven't tried it just to see if it works that way, but that's what I would recommend if anybody tries the stitch, to go into every other stitch, every other chain stitch. But what I did was, the blanket kept turning, and I was almost a whole cake through, and I was thinking that it would straighten out on its own, but it never did. So this blue right through here was the first, this was the row that was attached to the foundation chain. I went through and picked up every stitch from the foundation chain, and had a very long, it's not there anymore, I'll tell you why, but I had a very long end on this end. I tied a knot and a very long end on the other end, and just kind of like, it was like a drawstring type thing. It was all on this one stretch of yarn, and I didn't like having those tails, and plus I didn't like having it be immobile, moving around so much. So I decided, after I finished this cake down here, I would go back to the beginning row, and I started the same cake that I did down here, because I'll be going back and forth between the two different colorways. So I started on the same cake as this one down here, and I made just a single crochet row into each of these stitches, and it's very hard. I didn't want to make the same mistake again, so I couldn't make a stitch into every single one. It's really hard to figure out, but I think I've finally gotten it, because this last row I did last night, I actually, let me find the end of it here. I actually compared, and scoot up a little. Oh, sorry. I actually compared, yeah, this off-white row, this tan colored row, compared it to the stitches, and I lined them up, or not, as best as I could. I would count like 20 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 20. I'd put in a stitch marker, and then I would count how many stitches I had up here, and would make it fit so that 20 would fit into that area. And then I would mark another 20, and then do 20 stitches. It sometimes meant I had to skip one. I'll only skip one at a time, but sometimes I'd have to skip 3, sometimes I'd have to skip 4. One time I had to skip 5, but I'm thinking, and this was for this row right below, not this one up here, but this one right here. This one up here, I'm hoping that all will start working out for me on that. And lo and behold, I did not put a stitch marker in that. Way to go me. I could have swore I did. But yeah. See, here's showing what I've done. This is the row where I'm trying to make up for it, but it's starting to straighten out. It's looking better. I didn't like having that home row all messed up, and now I can continue on, and I think everything is going to be okay. But in hindsight, I will definitely do that stitch differently. I love this stitch. It's just kind of weird how it works up. I should fold it, but I'll get it later. Okay, let's look at my luck of the draw. Nancy will be drawing another color tomorrow, but I've already got the green row in here. This is about 4 feet wide, but, oh, and it's upside down. There we go. So this was week 1, number 8, I think, number 7, number 5, number 2, no. What am I attached to here? Oh gosh, and you know, I'm not attached to anything because I've already done the white row. I think it was 2. I have my ball bands numbered. Yeah, I didn't do a fancy card like some people do. I just numbered the ball bands, which that works too. And I did make some progress on the sock because I really love really love doing this sock. I still do. I'm not sure how many more rows I have until the gusset, but unintentional. There's a big area of blue, almost as if they knew the heel was going to be right here. But last week I was, yeah, it's not a whole lot of progress, but I was down here and now I'm up there. I love doing this though. I think that's why I'm taking my time, because I don't think there'll be any sock island with this, because I'm going to be looking forward to casting on another one. And I did not make any progress on the baby's sock. I don't know why. Honestly, not totally sure. I think it might be in this bag. I'm not totally sure where I put it. Yeah, it's in here. So that's still like that. No acquisitions except for business stuff. Some paper, printer paper. Although I do have a shipment coming Friday of some Bear DK weight wool, superwash merino wool. I think that's about it. I am drinking a smoothie of spinach, strawberries, bananas, pineapple, and a little bit of coconut milk. I guess this is like my brunch. I need a better cup, because I had to fill it. Well, I filled it up, drank it down, filled it back up. It's not enough to hold all of it. It's so good. Okay, guys, I think that does it for today. Pretty short video. Chewing up bits. Thank you for coming in and watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and God bless you all. Bye-bye. No, wait, I forgot one. Oh. I was looking around, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Forgot the baby's blanket. So, is that where I left? I guess that is where I left off. I love this yarn. I just love this stuff. But look how, this is where I left off. And, gosh, trying to remember stitches now. The moss stitch, right? No, that's, yes. It's the moss stitch according to the Crochet Dictionary book. Yeah, it's the smaller version. I know there's two, but I love this yarn. But this is the baby's heirloom blanket. I got a couple rows in right here. Okay, now I'll let you go. Bye, guys.